When me and Rowley got to our bus stop today, we found a nasty surprise. There was a piece of paper taped to our street sign, and it said that effective today, our bus route was rezoned. And what that means is now we have to walk to school.
Dun, 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 dun.
Well, I'd like to talk to the genius who came up with that idea, because our street is almost a quarter of a mile from the school. Me and Rowley had to run to make it to school on time today. And what really stunk was when our regular bus passed us by and it was full of kids from Worley Street, the neighborhood right next to ours. The Worley Street kids made monkey noises when they passed us, which was really annoying because that's exactly what we used to do when we passed them. Woohoo! Ee-ee. I'll tell you one reason it's a bad idea to make kids walk to school. These days, teachers give you so much homework that with all that books and papers you have to carry home, your backpack ends up weighing like 100 pounds. And if you want to see what kind of an effect that has on kids over time, all you have to do is to look at Rodrick and some of its friends. As you can see in the figure, none of them can stand straight. Speaking of teenagers, Dad scored a pretty big victory today. The baddest teenager in our neighborhood is this kid named Lanwood Heath. He's kind of like Dad's arch enemy. Dad has probably called the cops on Lanwood Heath about 50 times for knocking off garbage can and stuff. Dag nab, you rotten teenagers! I guess Lanwood's parents got sick of his act because they sent him off to military academy. You would think that would have made Dad pretty happy, but I don't think he'll be satisfied until every teenager on the planet gets sent off to juvenile hall or Alcatraz or something. And that includes Rodrick. Yesterday, Mom and Dad gave Rodrick some money to buy books so he could study for the SATs. But Rodrick spent the money on a tattoo instead. That said, loaded diaper. I have still got a little time before I turn into a teenager. But the minute I do, I guarantee you, Dad will be looking for the first chance to ship me out. Monday. For the past week or so, Manny has been getting out of bed every night and coming downstairs. Instead of putting him right back to bed, Mom lets Manny sit with us and watch TV. It's really not fair, because when Manny is with us, I'm not allowed to watch any of the shows I like. All I can say is, when I was a kid, there wasn't anything of this getting out of bed stuff. I did it once or twice, but Dad put a stop to it real quick. There was this book Dad used to read to me every night called The Giving Tree. It was a really good book, but the back of it had a picture of the author, this guy named Shel Silverstein. But Shel Silverstein looks more like a burglar or a pirate than a guy who should be writing books for kids. I mean, that guy has evil black eyebrows and big black beard, and he was bald. Dad must have known that pirate kind of freaked me out, because one night after I got out of bed, Dad said, If you get out of the bed again tonight, you'll probably run into Shel Silverstein in the hallway. That really did the trick. Ever since then, I still don't get out of the bed at night, even if I really need to use the bathroom. I don't think Mom and Dad read Manny any Shel Silverstein's book, which probably explains why he keeps getting up after they put him to bed. I've heard some of the stories Mom and Dad read to Manny, and let me just say that the people who write these books really have a racket going. First of all, there are hardly any word in them, so I'm sure it only takes about 5 seconds to write on. Silly bear yawning, silly bear sad, silly bear sleeping, silly bear glad. The end.